police departments all over the world carry on the business of preserving law and order. Our stories are based on these experiences of what happens when there is a police call. Police call. Police call.
This is Gibraltar, where I was stationed at that time. Then as now, the Rock was the armed gateway to the Mediterranean, a proud bastion of the British Commonwealth. And this is the international zone of Tangier, sanctuary of refugees, political and criminal. A tense oasis where the long arm of justice could not reach. That is, unless my friend, the Police Commissioner Martinez, came to my assistance, as he sometimes did. And here, between Tangier and Gibraltar, are the Straits. 23 miles between Cyril Hargreaves and the law. Hello? Sidney speaking. Oh, my revered colleague. And how do you find yourself on this sultry afternoon? What? Oh, you have a move. That's your game. I can assure you that it'll avail you absolutely nothing. By the way, what's happening to my protege, Mr. Hargreaves?
See. I have put everything in motion just as you desire, my friend. See, I think perhaps tomorrow I will receive a visit from him. Oh, always at your service, mi querido colega. Adios, amigo.
It's beautiful.
Like it?
I love it. And the villa and its owner. And I love the thought of the future with all three of them. Now you must tell me, what do you think of this material?
Well, as far as I can tell, it's perfect.
Of course, I have put a double lining, so the colors won't fade in the sun.
I can never understand how you manage to be so practical and so alluring.
The French are a very practical race. Haven't you heard?
Yes, I've heard it said. Drink, darling?
Yes.
No, I've only one complaint. I wish you'd give up this idea of going into business.
There's nothing like having a wife with a credit.
Yes, but you'll make a success of it, and then I shall never see you.
But think, in 10 years, when I am no longer so alluring, how glad you will be to have a wife who is a successful dressmaker.
But you'll make millions and then desert me.
And if I stay, then you will always know it's by choice.
What do you mean, if you stay?
I don't want you ever to be quite sure of me. I think that's what makes marriage so banal. I think there should always be a little uncertainty. Just enough so that you don't get bored. Oh, that must be the man with the new material.
Oh, I'll see to it. I can't wait to see them.
Ah, Monsieur Hargreaves, quelle deception! What lies you tell me?
What do you want?
You're a scoundrel, Monsieur Hargreaves. Mustayab.
Calm down and talk English, will you?
My ring. I must have the ring. This check you gave me is no good. You are trying to make a fool of me.
What are you doing? There's nothing wrong with that.
Monsieur Tanagros at the bank refused. Monsieur Hargreaves, I want no more explainings, no more bamboozlement. Give me my ring, huh?
What the devil do you mean? He refused?
Your accounting is now closed. No more money, no thing. You are playing dirty games with poor honest bijoutier. Ah, madame, you have my ring. Give me the ring, huh?
Either you or Tanagros has gone insane. I have enough money in the bank to buy your entire stock.
Lies, you have nothing. Monsieur Tanagros says no. Madame, je vous supplie, rendez-moi la bague pour l'amour d'Allah.
Tanagros okayed my account in the bank this morning.
Yes, but all is changed now. Madame, the ring, huh?
Perhaps there was some mistake with the cashier. Shall I give it to him?
Stop sniveling with her. You'll get your money. I'll come down to the bank with you myself. Go on, get out of here. I'll be back in half an hour.
I tell you only, dear sir, that at the request of the Commissioner of Police Martinez, I am given the court order. It seems there has arisen this question of your identity.
But what possible question can there be? You know who I am.
According to the Commissioner, the real Mr. Hargreaves claims that you are masquerading under his name. And lastly, dear sir, which is so unfortunate, on his money.
Oh, it's preposterous. I'm Cyril Hargreaves. I deposited my money here in perfect good faith. They have no right to garnish my account, and you have no right to refuse my checks.
I only know that I have received orders to freeze your account until further notice. I'm afraid there's nothing more I can do.
But it's my money. Every penny of it's mine.
I do not doubt it, but the commissioner doubts it. You must address yourself, dear sir, to him.
May I ask, senor, what proof you have that you are Cyril Hargraves?
Proof? My passport. What other proof do you need?
May I see it, please? Your passport? Gracias.
This is an absolutely illegal and uncalled for step. You have no reason whatever for putting a lien on my account.
I have received a communique from the British police at Gibraltar. They claim this passport has been stolen from the real Cyril Hargraves from a London bank, together with a very large sum of money.
Oh, that's preposterous. You can see from the photograph it's mine.
The police at Gibraltar claim this has been falsified.
But how can it have been falsified? There are the official seals.
Senor, the British claim.
Oh, I don't care what they claim. That passport is my passport. And the money I brought to Tangier and put in the Franco-Syrian bank is my money.
You must understand, senor, that while Tangier is an international zone and has no extradition laws, we here are bound to observe certain legalities. And this, my friend, is a very serious accusation, which we cannot ignore entirely.
But I tell you there isn't a particle of truth in it. I am the only Cyril Hargreaves.
May I suggest a remedy for this present deadlock, senor? For your sake as well as mine.
There is only one remedy. Lift the lien on my account at once.
No. Listen. By afternoon boat, it will take you only 1 hour and a half to get to Gibraltar. In Gibraltar, you can see the authorities and have this whole thing cleared up. Be back here by tonight. And tomorrow morning, if the British have acknowledged their mistake, you may cash as many checks as you desire, senor.
Well, why should I take a trip to Gibraltar? The fault is yours, not mine.
I cannot force you to go. You understand, my friend, I'm only making a suggestion. However, I must warn you that sooner or later, it may be necessary for us to take steps of our own regarding this. After all, we have a right to insist that visitors to Tangier have their passports in good order. Hasta la vista, senor.
And it's true. The money is not yours. But your name, this other man.
But don't you see? All that, my supposed namesake, was just a trick to get me to Gibraltar. I had no idea they'd found out, none at all, that I was here.
Who had found out?
Listen, I've no excuse. I can't justify what I did. Only try and understand. And if you feel afterwards that it alters things too much for you, I won't hold you to anything. Well, I'll tell you the whole story. I was a bank clerk in London. I worked in the same bank for 23 years. Oh, I used to long to escape. I simply didn't know how to. I just worked. I'd been saving up to go abroad for 2 weeks. My first trip out of England. And I needed a passport. Well, when I finally held it in my hand, that key to endless freedom, suddenly I simply didn't care anymore for all the laws and restrictions and duties that had made up my life. Something snapped inside me. I took the key to the safe deposit box and stole the contents. It belonged to one of our richest clients, named Asherson, Benjamin Alden Asherson. Fat, pompous stockbroker. There were £28,000 in cash and negotiable securities. I took the whole lot on Saturday, put it in an attaché case, just walked out of the bank. It was extraordinarily simple. Oh, I suppose I was partially insane at the moment. I flew to Madrid. No one stopped me or questioned or suspected me. From Madrid, I took the plane to Tangier, and I was free. Or so I thought until today.
If you go to Gibraltar, they will arrest you?
Legally, they can arrest me anywhere except in Tangier. Oh, Denise. I know I've lied to you. Can you believe me when I tell you that it wasn't till I met you I discovered what it was I really wanted? Oh, I suppose I haven't the right to say that to you now.
You have no right. You had no right to lie to me.
I know. I never thought.
You never thought. You never thought that for me, too, this might mean everything. Our home.
Well, I said that if you feel...
You say that now. What kind of a woman do you think I am? A cheap adventuress you could bribe to love you with a diamond ring and a villa? Why didn't you have the honesty to tell me before, in the beginning?
Well, I was afraid that if you knew...
Well, I know now. And thank you. Thank you for helping me to build my future on nothing but lies.
My dear chap, you have handled the matter with your usual superb diplomacy. I shall see to it that you receive some suitable reward from His Majesty's government. However, one problem still remains. As long as Hargreave keeps those 23 miles of sea between us, the entire power of the British law can't touch him. We've got to get him to Gibraltar. But how?
Cassis. Are we still not speaking? Listen, I've told you the truth. I've said 10 times over that I'm sorry, desperately sorry that I lied to you. You're completely free of any obligation you ever had for me. Only, well, don't stay with me and treat me like a leper. I want you to tell me how much it'll cost to start your business.
What?
Oh, at a minimum. You'll need materials, workshop, someone to sell or show the clothes. 500, 1,000?
What's the use of talking about that now?
I'm going to sell the villa. I want to know how much you'll need.
Sell the villa?
I paid £1,200 for it. The agent is coming up to the villa in the morning to sign the papers. Apparently he has a customer.
But Cyril...
Well, that's what you... Thanks. That's what you always wanted, wasn't it? To start a business?
Yes, but it was quite different then.
Why?
That means we'd be trapped here. We could never leave, never go outside Tangier.
But if you have your work, your home, what difference does it make? You were quite willing to stay before. They can't prevent me from working here. I'll get a job. I can help you in the shop. Surely we can still make a good life together, with a little capital to start on.
To look out over the strait and know that we can never cross them? Perpetual prisoners.
Well, don't let's talk about it anymore now. I was hoping we could have a last dinner at the villa. On the terrace.
All right. You shouldn't have done it.
We agreed, just for tonight. What do you mean by forcing your way into my house?
The authorities have decided to close this villa until the question of your status has been determined.
What?
Everything will be kept intact and under official seal. You have half an hour, my friend, in which to pack your things, your personal things.
Well, what the devil do you mean? This is my home.
As far as we are concerned, senor, This house is no more yours than the money you brought from England, which you used to pay for it.
What kind of conspiracy is this? You have no right, no legal right whatever, to act on charges made against me in Gibraltar or anyone else outside Tangier. This is an international zone, and I demand the protection of its laws.
If you will clear up the question of your identity and your finances, you will have all the protection we can provide, senor.
Get out of my house. Get out and take those men with you.
Oh, no, senor. I hope you will not try to resist. In your present position, that would be most unwise, I think.
I think it is better you go and pack.
It's a trick, a filthy trick, all this, and he knows it.
You are at liberty, my friend, to seek legal aid if you desire it.
But at least give me a few days in which to clear up my affairs.
You have half an hour in which to pack your personal things. Everything else, furniture, glass, everything must remain here as it is.
Oh.
I'm sorry, senorita, to involve you in this. All this has put you in a rather difficult position.
My problems are no concern of yours. Will you tell me something?
At your service, senorita.
What is the name of the police officer in Gibraltar who made all these accusations?
Yes, mademoiselle. £500. That's the amount of the reward for Mr. Hargreaves. Yes. In cash? Right. You're quite clear about the details. Fine. Thank you, mademoiselle.
All right. One moment. He wants to talk to you.
Ah, sí? Gracias. Hello? Hello, amigo. Sí. One moment, huh? Well, senorita, everything has been arranged. Adios. Adieu, mademoiselle.
Good morning.
Hello. Hello, my friend. See, I'm alone now. Everything is just perfect.
And you really think she'll help us? You know, I don't exactly understand her. She was quite ruthless about the money and how it was to be paid. In cash, in English pounds. Tell me, what sort of a woman is she?
There are so many like her, my friend, you know. Without too much money, no home, no family. Maybe life has not been too easy for her. That's why I think she will cooperate. Seguro.
Denise.
That was the close shave.
I was so terrified. I thought you'd never get here.
Well, I made it. Have you got everything?
I think so. Did anyone see you?
No, I don't think so. Well, that's the first step of our adventure. Goodbye, Tangier. Well, I hope Tunis was the best place for us to go.
We went over all that last night.
I know.
Andre won't let you down. He knows everything there is to know about North Africa. And he has this house in the Casbah where you can hide.
If only Martinez didn't see us and wad ahead.
I told you, this boat touches every little port on the coast. If you want, we can get off at Bizerta and go on by train.
Well, as long as this isn't anywhere near Gibraltar.
Grant me a little sense.
Sorry, I'm a bit nervous. You know, I'm in a sort of no man's land. It isn't a very pleasant feeling.
We had to get away, you know it. To stay on in Tangier, with no one, no money, no friends. At least in Tunis I have friends. And I'm sure when Andre gets you some new papers, all your troubles will be over.
It's like some insane dream. Running away, hiding in the Casbah, false passports. If we get through this, I'll work. I'll make it up to you somehow, for everything I've put you through.
The boat should be here in half an hour. You're quite sure they're on board? You know, I can't altogether make this Denise Delorme out. I suppose now that Hargreaves can't give her anything, she's decided to sell him. Well, there's something to be said for being a confirmed bachelor. Anyhow, so long as she brings him in, the rest, I suppose, is her business.
It's funny. We seem to be cutting due north. Are you sure that...
Yes?
Is Madame or Monsieur descending at Gibraltar?
What?
Passengers continuing are requested to remain on board.
Gibraltar?
We arrive in 20 minutes.
Steward!
Sir?
Oh, never mind. You knew.
You've got to listen to me.
So you decided to sell me out.
Cyril,
How much are they paying you? How much?
please, listen to me.
Do you realize what you've done?
Yes, I had to. You've got to understand.
You slut!
Cyril! Cyril! Oh, please, don't. Really, it's no use. Oh, please. Cyril. 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 Please. Cyril. Stop him. Stop him.
Turn overboard! Turn overboard!
Cyril. Cyril.
350, 400, 450, 500. I must congratulate you on winning such a large reward. You have only 10 minutes.
There is no need for you to smile. For you, it is a matter of business. For me, it's something entirely different.
Really?
I happen to believe that it is better to pay for one's mistake and start out again with the past behind. I've seen too many times in North Africa what happens to people who try to live outside the law.
It will be interesting to see, when he gets out of prison after 3 years, how much he appreciates your point of view.
Good afternoon.
Ah, Martinez. Yes, we finally caught him. He just went on swimming out to sea. He's in hospital now. Yes, she got her money. You know, I think I may have been wrong about her. She may be, well, not so much an adventuress as a very practical woman. However, to get down to more important things, I take your castle with my knight and checkmate you, my revered colleague. Checkmate. In the police, we become rather cynical about human nature. This was one of those instances where I'm glad to say I was proved entirely wrong. Denise Delorme parlayed those £500 into a successful business. And 3 years later, Hargreaves returned to Tangiers, a free man. Since they have been married, and there's been no question of his being what she had all along wanted him to be, the real Mr. Hargreaves.